would you like to talk about why you came out today?
Sure.
Dressed as the devil?
So I have this little sort of a, loose leaf unofficial protest consulting group. Really, it's like me and my friends. We dress up to try to spread the message. We sort of protest both sides of the aisle, so it's not just against Trump. It's also against like the corruption of the Democrats as well. So, we feel really strongly that like the billionaires are corrupting both classes, which is a real problem. So just like working people don't really have a voice. So that's why we come out, and this is my, time to go where performance art piece. And, I think it's important to, come out and feel like you have a voice in sort of political discourse. So that's why I'm here.
So what are the top issues for you in terms of what you're protesting?
Well, I'm protesting a lot of the surveillance going on, like Trump is going to work very closely with Peter Thiel and Palantir. England right now is dealing with something called the digital ID, where it links all your private information. So I'm really worried like that's going to come here, where the government is going to know my medical information, my bank account, where I work, my politics. So, and that's not real. I mean, it's happening like in other parts of the world. So for me, that's like a really big problem. And just that again, like the billionaire class is like Trump is in bed with the billionaire class. And I think the real issue is, there's so many issues, but the real issue is I feel like ordinary people don't really have a voice in politics, and also like our rights are being siphoned away. So for me, that's a big one.
The concern about surveillance and about digital ID and all of that, that's something I actually hear a lot about from people who support Trump or who voted for him.
That's true. It's on both sides. Yeah. So, I think MAGA is really pissed off because Trump refused to release the Epstein files. So that was one thing that they're really upset about. America has like the largest child sex trafficking operation in the world. And that's something that is like, there's a really like sinister part of our politics that, unless you sort of delve deep and go down the rabbit hole. There's a reporter, her name is Whitney Webb. She wrote a book called One Nation Under Blackmail, which is why our politicians never really help regular people, but they help the lobbyists and the billionaire class because they're all kind of being blackmailed because they all went to Epstein Island. But, for me, those are like really important issues. So, but I feel like we need like a third political party, but I don't know how to like how to tackle corruption because it's everywhere, So you but at least I'm here.
You see it as kind of a broader issue than just being about
broader
Trump.
Issue, yes, both sides of the aisle. But also I think that like our society is really propagandized, So, I'm no fan of Trump. But then also I feel like the Biden administration, they have their problems too. But you have to delve deep, So, and people are working like 2 and 3 jobs. It's really hard to do that, But I do go down the rabbit hole. So I think it's important.
As a final question, do you have any thoughts on the New York City election coming up?
So, I like what Mondami is talking about affordability. I like that part, but I feel like I watched the mayoral debate, I feel like Sliwa came off like the most real. And also he wants to save public housing. And I'm a public housing advocate. And then also, Cuomo, I just feel like is so centrist. And he never really talks about affordability. He talks about being a good manager. Like for me, I want affordability in the city. And I also want somebody who's real. So I don't know. My mind's still not made up. Yeah.
But you wouldn't vote for Cuomo. It'd be more a decision between Mamdani and Sliwa?
Yeah, because Cuomo is like too moderate. And so I just feel like, he doesn't represent sort of my interest as just like a regular New Yorker. So I think if I was of a certain echelon and, my housing was secure and I was really secure and I was older and I had a nest egg, then maybe I would vote for Cuomo because he would be for my interest. But I think the majority of New Yorkers,
Can I interrupt and take your picture?
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. Yes.
All right. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So But this is like, it gets attention, you know, and I'm able to, you know, people stop and talk to me, and it's one way that, you know, my, you know, lowly opinion can get into the political discourse. You know, that's kind of why I do it. And it's fun, and I meet people, and it's fun for me, you know. So.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing your opinion with me. I don't think that it's lowly at all, and I appreciate hearing it.
Thank you so much.
All
Okay,
right.
bye-bye.
All right. So we're here at the No Kings protest in Manhattan. Why did you come out today to this protest?
Because some of the things I care about won't happen without democracy, and so the root of it is that, you know, the healthcare, environment, all these things are going to have to be responsive to our needs, and you don't get that with a fascist regime or an authoritarian regime. And I'm also out here for my family. So my wife is a brown immigrant woman, and so I felt I could use my big white guy privilege to be out here on behalf of them.
Are you concerned about some sort of action against your family?
Well, she's a U.S. citizen, but I don't feel that is as sacrosanct as we might have thought in the past. You know, because he is talking about, you know, denaturalizing people and everything. So I am concerned that is not the guarantee. I mean, even U.S. citizenship in general is not the guarantee of freedom and protection from abuse that we once thought it was. But I would say now even immigrants who have naturalized don't have the protections that we would have one time expected for them.
You were talking about the things that are important to you and that they won't happen without democracy. How are you seeing democracy being eroded?
Well, I mean, it's really the undermining of the three branches of government, you know, because we have agencies within the executive branch that are no longer autonomous. And then, of course, we've seen a compliant Congress and a compliant Supreme Court. So we really have seen this gutting of agencies as well, independent thinkers, you know, accountability, you know, having the Inspector General's gone right away. So I think overall we've just seen all the expected, you know, formal checks that we had in the past, you know, dissolved or diminished. And so now it's up to us as people to not comply, so that we have at least some fighting chance of essentially a civic war of attrition, you know, of just resisting until they lose, because we think he has inexhaustible resources, infinite resources, but he doesn't. And if every chance we get, sue him. If every chance we get, we protest, eventually they do run out of resources, they run out of time. We have to use his game against him, because Trump has really done a great job of running out the clock. We have to run out the clock on him now. Okay, and the final question, do you have any thoughts on the election upcoming in New York City? Yeah, I mean, I'm voting for Mamdani, but I have to say, I wasn't thrilled that his three favorite foods were raw beef and chicken biryani and lamb. I'm a vegan, and it's not just a food issue, it's a compassion thing. I think there's as a Catholic would say, a seamless garment. You know, I think that when you lack compassion, it bleeds into other parts, literally in this case. But so I hope that he administers with a surrounding circle of seasoned people, because he is very young. So I have no problem with his youth as long as he has seasoned people around him. And I do hope that he looks inward a little bit more for more compassion. All right. Thank you.
So tell me, Unicorn, why did you come out to this protest today, the No Kings protest in Manhattan?
To stand up for our democracy, because I grew up with the benefits of democracy. I grew up as a woman understanding that I had the right to make choices about my body that many women no longer have, and it's scary to think that a country that we always thought stood for morals and integrity, and you know, we at least ourselves believe that we were so great, seems to not fully understand what is at stake right now. So In solidarity with Portland, I decided to dress up as a unicorn because I thought that bringing a little bit of whimsy to it kind of also highlights the absurdity of everything that this administration is doing. And so I wanted to speak on that in a way that I felt people would appreciate and be willing to listen to.
So what are the top like specific issues that that you're opposed to that the Trump administration is doing?
I mean, I don't know how long your YouTube channel is, but I could go on forever. I would say probably just like overall, I think obviously as a female, you know, like women's rights, equity, because women's rights for me is utmost. But I also think that it extends to other rights as well. So when women have equal rights, everybody benefits. So that's important to me. I think that our society right now as a whole, like we kind of, I feel like, have overall steered away from, you know, intelligence, respecting people who, you know, want to go learn about things. I don't know, I'm getting very distracted right now, sorry. But you know, honestly, it's so many things that I really can't pinpoint exactly what it is. So I feel like, I don't want to say I'm jumping on bandwagons, but it's kind of like every single sign that I see that talks about something different, I'm like, yeah, that too. So it's kind of just an amalgamation of everything that is going on right now. And because I think it's all intertwined anyway. So generally speaking, it's everything. Gestures broadly at the entire world.
So while we're here talking, what do you think about the upcoming election in New York City? Do you have any thoughts about that?
I don't live in New York City, so I unfortunately am not able to vote. But I'm really excited for Zoran Mamdani. I hope that, you know, he wins. I think that there's a lot of scare tactics going on, as there is on a larger scale. But I truly think that he would do a lot of good for this city, and I think it would be exciting. I live pretty close, so I feel like it would actually make me probably want to visit the city more than I want to visit it now. So that's how I feel about it. And I don't know if you allow curse words on your channel, but fuck Cuomo.
I'm sorry.
I said I don't know if you allow curse words on your channel, but fuck Cuomo.
So you would not vote for Cuomo? You would vote?
I would vote. Yeah,
Mamdani.
For sure.
Well, like, is there like a most important thing that you would like to see him accomplish for New York City?
I mean, again, I don't live here, so I'm speaking from an outside point of view. But I think that affordable housing would be really nice for a lot of people. I think that that's a big thing. I think make New York City affordable again, because it's always been a creative hub, and I think that it's the direction that they're trying to push it into is gentrifying it to the point where a lot of people won't be able to afford to live here, and that's sad. So I think that I guess that would be a big thing for me if I were to be able to vote for him. But I silently support, and I'm cheering him on the sidelines.
All right. Well, you made a special trip, obviously, into the city for this event.
Yes.
And I know you must pay like double fares or something as a unicorn on public transportation. And yes. I know that Mamdani promises to make that free. So maybe it'll be good for traveling unicorns as well if you're elected.
Yeah. If you vote Zoran Mamdani, more unicorns will visit the city. As a unicorn, I can confirm that.
All right. Thank you for talking with me.
Thank you. Have a great day.
My name is Uncle Sam. I've been a symbol of U.S. solidarity and recruitment and mobilization for over 100 years. I was brought out during World War I, World War II, and I essentially have been retired since then. But now I feel I must come out of retirement to fight fascism. And it's fascism from not an external force, it's within our own government. It's internal. And that distresses me no end because of all the people who died for all the wars we fought to maintain freedom. And now we have a government that is suppressing and destroying freedom. It's it made me roll over in my grave. And I had to come out and be part of this march today and make sure everyone knows that this kind of tyranny can be defeated. We've done it before, and we can do it again. Thank you.
Can you tell me, are there some top specific issues that you're concerned about?
I mean, among immigration, due process. I belong to, in my spare time, with the Extinction Rebellion. So climate justice and climate emergency, and really the destruction of our environmental, infrastructure, and we're falling behind, and all because of Trump and his cronies want to maintain fossil fuels. It's totally ridiculous, and we will continue to fight until there's no more breath in us.
You were talking about fascism. People have a lot of different definitions of fascism, think about it in different ways. How are you looking at it? What are you seeing the government do that you consider to be fascism?
Well, fascism is the really destruction of rights. First, protesting. Now, we're out here protesting today, but if everyone within the current government would want to have it their way, they would take away that right as well. So, it's tyranny, it's authoritarianism. Everything is done from a power base that does not represent the people of this country, and that's the biggest problem.
Okay. Any thoughts about the upcoming election in New York City?
Oh, I'm a big Mondani fan. I think change in New York is better. We've maintained the same kind of government for the last half century, and it really hasn't served the people. And he's a fresh face, but he's more than a fresh face. He actually has some ideas and policies that will help build the infrastructure of the city. And hopefully everyone will understand that, because this world, the inequality between the rich and the poor is growing every day, and it's not sustainable. So push is going to come to shove one day, and hopefully we can avoid having that happen by having someone who has a vision of a world where we all can live well.
What brought us out is that we're worried about our democracy, about how the Trump administration and MAGA in general are eroding our rights and all the norms. The way that Trump has taken control so much, it's almost if we don't have a three-part government, we have just one-part government, because the Supreme Court is just acquiescing, and so is Congress. So we're worried about why Congress isn't standing up and fighting back, because he just seems to be eroding a lot of our rights. Things like bombing the extra legal bombing of the Venezuelan boats, for example, and add on to that to the corruption. So there's a bunch of issues, so many, yeah.
Sending troops into our cities against us, and yes, that is, and being a rapist and a pedophile in that position is just disgusting. That we're holding that up for our children and for our future, and eroding the environmental issues are terrible, poisoning our air for our children, our future, and that is just so awful. And it's good to be coming together is so important, because we are reminded that this is our country, we the people, and they work for us, so they need to know that.
Yeah, it's incredibly sad that the government doesn't seem to be, at one time, many years ago, decades ago, when you were elected as a leader of whatever, state government or federal government, it was understood that you were governing all the people, and you were trying to protect the people, promote the general welfare for all the people. But now it's just clear that I have my base of people I'm going to support and defend and work for, and the rest of you are just, terrorists, Hamas lovers, just all these names that I guess are terrible.
So it's really good to go out and to come and see the numbers of people all over the world. Actually, we've been seeing all these protests all over the world in solidarity for people's right, welfare, and we'll take care of each other. I feel confident that things will change one way or another.
Are there any specific top things that you'd like to see happen? You were speaking about rights being removed or withdrawn, and the Supreme Court and Congress going along with that. Well, are there any specific things, cases that you'd like to see handled differently, or actions that you want to see Congress take?
Well, Trump has usurped the powers that Congress normally has. The appropriations, the rescission problems that he's been, not spending the monies that Congress has allocated for certain programs, but then also using monies that he hasn't been allocated to do other things. So I would really love Congress to stand up and take back their rights, the right to declare war, because we understand that he might be going into Venezuela. There's ships stationed there. He's said as much that that he put boots on the ground. So we're worried about that. So at minimum, Congress should stand up and assume its role in our government.
It's job, right? It's their duty. They're hired for that. And just that we can, and I'm looking forward to the future when we can tighten up those things so that there's consequences. That's one of the problems, is that there aren't any consequences for people not testifying, not showing up, not doing their job. And so it feels like we need to go and...
We've been fortunate in the court system has been protecting us on many levels, turning back the way Trump has assumed power on many different levels. So we're fortunate with that, although the Supreme Court seems to be giving him even more powers. So it's like at the federal court, appellate court level, we've been lucky with our judges, but not so much at the Supreme Court.
So it'd be nice to dismantle the Supreme Court or expand the Supreme Court, when we have an opportunity to make those changes. Yeah.
Before I let you go, do you have any thoughts on the upcoming New York City election that you'd like to share?
Sure. I think we're excited about the race, and I think we're big Mamdani supporters, and at least I see that he has inexperience in managing such a big proposition as New York City, but he has great ideas, and he's focusing on certain ideas, and he's inspiring the youth, and so many people who have not been inspired for so long have come out, and that alone is like a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it's gold for us, to feel inspired that we can make a world that we want to live in. That's the thing. It's like, this is ours. These are our resources. This is our country, and our planet, and these things are so precious to us. And for him to come forward and just see us, hear us, and focus on some things that can help improve our lives right away, many people's lives, is so inspiring. We just need all the parties who would like to help us, to take note of how he is. We really are excited about it. We hope that it comes through.
The main concerns I hear about him are, you mentioned, is that he's not very experienced.
Yes.
But also that he's a socialist. Does that concern you at all?
It doesn't concern me that he's a socialist, democratic socialist. I mean, we're supporters of AOC and Bernie Sanders and democratic socialist kinds of people supportive policies. So I'm not worried about that. And as far as his management experience, I think once he gets in office, he will have any number of people to choose from who can help him with that, and then can lead the agencies that are important to run the city.
Yeah, because he's not a king. I think he understands that he keeps saying we are, that we can do this together. And he does have people all around him. And I hope that they rise up more to support him with their experiences. I'm not worried about his youth at all, because he's such an inspiration to people. And I know that he'll look to Brad Landers, he'll look to other people, our own governor, to help him, to support him, just like, other people have in the past. So he's so inspiring. And the socialism part, for me, is exciting, because those are the things that I love about this country. I love the library. I love the fire department. I want to have health care for all of us. I lean toward the countries on the planet who have a democratic socialist country have a better quality of life. I want that for us. It's time for us to have health care and child care and take care of our elders. There's so many things that get labeled as if socialism is a bad thing. That is, I'm excited. I'm happy that he's brave enough to call himself what it is that we really need. So we'll see. advocacy of how that goes for him.
All right. Thank you very much for talking with me.
Trump down! Good morning, good! Let Trump stand down right now!
Hello everyone. Kind of just wanted to share a personal anecdote today about something I experienced. Just sharing a personal story of mine. And not to make this about me, but I promise it's relevant. Not too long ago, late August, my mother passed away unexpectedly. She was only in her mid-50s and haven't really recovered since. But she's really why I'm here today. She took me to my first protest when I was probably about 10 or 11 years old. I used to live on Long Island. I don't remember where the protest was, but some courthouse. And the topic or the theme of the action was against school shootings. Of course, she thought this is an appropriate thing for me to be a part of because, well, I'm a kid who goes to a public school and I have to live with that fear every day. Of course, I've since graduated, but unfortunately, that is still something that children in this country have to worry about every fucking day, and it's upsetting. But anyways, there I was, bundled up in my pink ski coat and my little hat, and shouting at the top of my lungs. I remember crying a little because I felt so moved. And I really found my voice that day. And I've been motivated to protest and to speak my mind ever since. After that, during 2020, following George Floyd's murder, we protested together. We both put on our masks and got out there in our town. That was the first time I spoke on one of these, and I was shaky and I couldn't get a sentence out. And then she spoke after me and like blew the thing up. You know, that was another step. That was another step forward. Then, coming up on this past summer, we moved to Pennsylvania, and near Scranton, we went to the last No King's Day action. Mind you, my mother's been very ill on and off a lot of her life, and she still decided to come out there with me, even, you know, feeling dizzy, because she knew this is important, and the future of our country is important, and my future is important, and everyone's future here is important, and I admired her for that. I really did. Then I find out my first semester back in school that her heart gave out of nowhere, and that was the end of that. And it's been hard to protest since, knowing that I don't get to come home and call her and tell her about it. I made a difference today, Mom. I had made a speech today. She used to record me when I would speak because she was so proud of me and all that. This is actually one of her shirts. And it's been hard, but if you can't find a reason to protest for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for all the people in this country, which I think is a good enough motivator, could you at least do it for her? It would mean a lot. Not to mention, I think a lot of what we protested for and what we spoke about was very personal to her. Her mother, so my grandmother, came to this country from Argentina before she was born because the conditions there were so awful and they wanted to escape to something better, somewhere better. And part of why we fight is to really have this place be better. And as a kid, you know, she was plenty discriminated against and had to translate English to Spanish for her mother and get called all sorts of offensive things and, you know, still grow up and still face this discrimination. And I think it really meant something to her because she knows what it's like to feel different and to feel secondary and be called names, and then also to not be considered Spanish enough because of her skin tone and so many things that are unfair. But she really instilled in me that belief that protesting matters speaking your mind matters, voting matters, organizing matters, and it's all important, and it's all one step closer to getting rid of the Trump fascist regime. Hell yeah! And having a country that we're proud of, because we're not here because we're anti-American or because we're brainwashed. No, it's because we love our country and we want it to be the best it can be. Everything we ever had was fought for, and people forget that. Maybe people say, oh, no kings. Well, you're not in a dictatorship. Wait and see what happens. We have to fight so we don't get to the point of no return, and that is why we are here today. That matters. So thank you all for coming out here. I am a member of Refuse Fascism. November 5th, please come to DC, get on the bus with us and make some noise so we can get Trump out!
Let's give another round of applause to this young activist! Woo!
You're crazy, lady. You're crazy. Okay, I'll whip that.
You got tired. Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Cheers, everybody.
Fucking Charlie Kirk wannabe.
You'll get the same treatment.
Get your greasy racist out here.
Can I get a fuck Trump, fuck ICE? Fuck Trump, fuck ICE! 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 Fuck Trump, fuck ICE!
You're here, thank you for your time, but you guys need to be using your body in many more ways, okay? This is not a fucking party when you come and walk these fucking miles, okay? It's not. I didn't come here and do fucking work to be here smiling with you motherfuckers. I'm sorry to not. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate white people. I need everybody to wake the fuck up. Fuck white supremacy. You need to be meditating on that in your head every fucking day as a white person. Please download and also release whatever it is that's holding you to that. That makes you so comfortable with dismissing people's space to protest. We're here for a protest. And what did they come here to do? Not to protest. They came into our space again and tried to colonialize, and guess what? Monetize our fucking pain, as they always do. This fucking right, conservative fucking assholes. Fuck patriarchy, okay? Men are not leaders. They came out of us. I'm so sorry. This is Mother Earth. So guess what? Either learn your emotional intelligence up that emotional quotient, or guess what? The world will continue to be as destructive as it is now. Please be uncomfortable. That's what we're here for. Okay? I don't give a fuck what religion or what belief, motherfucker. You came out of us. I didn't come out of no rib. Huh? Wake up! What the she's literally losing next month her ability to continue living. Did it connect? Her supplies are being cut off. They're intentionally ending Medicaid and Medicare to intentionally kill millions of us. So they can make this thing. So you can have smart cities in Palestine and also California and who knows where else. They're testing us in California and Chicago and these other exit points. New York should be next. I hope y'all not pussy, New York. When ICE come around, I hope y'all not really pussy. I hope you're not thinking about, oh, well, you know, let's let them have their space. That's why we're here now. I'm sorry, but get genuinely angry. Wake the fuck up. All right? Really love each other. Don't be honest with your friends. Say real shit to each other. That's why y'all get relationships and connections. Next thing you know, you won't fucking snap. Because somebody was lying to you for years, you just brushed it under the rug. It's time to be really real, okay? And really love each other. And that takes being your full human self. It does mean including physicality sometimes. It includes being able to utilize your voice. It includes being able to drop the fake masks, fake smiles, and being able to see the pretty and ugly of yourselves, okay? And then maybe you'll be real and grounded enough to see past other people's bullshit too. And all the shit that we have to put on to make someone else fake like us. Wake the fuck up. You know? People are giving up because honestly, when you connect, when you go to work, what? Toxicity. When you go and try to make friends, maybe like-minded, but they can easily disregard you or put you in a separate group chat. And it's time for us to actually really connect as humans on a human level so we can get over these small trivialities of what gender are you? What height are you? What race are you? We're bigger than that. Race was created, what, 200 years ago? Wake the fuck up! None of that shit is real! What the fuck are we actually gonna start, like, you know, it's not about a cute little fucking protest. Connect with each other on a real fucking level. Thank you.
The people united! The people united! We'll never be defeated! The people united! We'll never be defeated!
Can you hear me? Donald Trump has said we are the enemy within. The real fucking enemy within are the corporate fucking oligarchs and fascists trying to overturn our goddamn country. The American people have been conned by politics of inevitability, thinking that ideas like racism and homophobia are things in the past, that if we just let it be, it'll go away. No, you have to stay vigilant, because people will fucking hate you. They will, no matter what. They will continue, because hate is an idea that is created and manufactured by those who are hateful. It will continue to spread like a disease. You have to be vigilant, and that is why we're here today. And we have now been conned even more by fucking this neo-fascist idea of some fucking glory days. Hitler used the exact same fucking strategies, and people just go, oh, he's not gonna really do that. Fucking guess what? He did. He's already been doing it, and it's been done in the past for all of American fucking history. And you know what? Power to the people. Power to the people, New York City. Power to the people, not the pedos. Fuck the fascists.
Fascism, hell no! 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 Billionaires gonna go! Billionaires gonna go! Woo!
Hello. Woo, that is spicy. I am Nate, and I am a climate organizer with Climate Defiance and Extinction Rebellion. I was at the protests that were just mentioned at the New York Cancer Foundation. They were hosting Lee Zeldin, who is one of a key figure of this administration. He heads the Environmental Protection Agency, which they are gutting from within. They are allowing a bunch of carcinogens. They just passed allowance for a bunch of nuclear waste to be dumped into our river. And I know that compared to the amazing speeches that you've heard so far and all of the social issues that are going on right now, this clock right behind us counting down to the end of fucking days that we're facing is exactly the kind of thing that people have said we are going to be running into if we do not stop this administration right fucking now. And it is not at all just this administration. Kamala Harris's fucking climate platform was fracked gas. The Democrats are not the answer. We right here are the answer. New York City is the fucking answer. There is a reason that they have saved New York to be last of the major Democratic strongholds for this National Guard taking over, which is so fucking illegal because they know that they don't want to fuck with New York. Because we're here. We're here in New York. Fucking send that National Guard. Send everything you have, Donald Trump. Send everything you have. We will be fucking waiting for you.
Just one thing, BAM supports shutting down gas oil production and shut down these companies expropriate without compensation. And we support, continue to fight for science. That's what's important. That's how we're gonna, save our planet.
And education.
Yo, what up? Are y'all angry? Honestly, I'm not feeling it. We're walking by, and this is serious. I was in the Army. I was in the Army for a really long time. I saw war, and I don't think that everybody's ready for what's about to come to our doorsteps. He is bringing them here. He is bringing the military here. And that is sick. Oh, did y'all not hear anything I just said? I did. All right. Let's try that again. All right, so I've been to war, y'all. I fought for this country, and I didn't fight for passage and bullshit. First off, all right? Can I hear a clap? Everybody get angry. For real. Get more angry. For real, it's coming to our doorstep. Y'all want martial law? Get rid of this motherfucker. Because it's coming. Get angry, for real.
Impeach felon 47.
Alright, I don't have a speech organized, nor do I'm not a very experienced speaker, but I am going to say words from my heart. First of all, I am so very proud of all of you for coming out here today and showing that you care. I am so very proud because that is more than a lot of people have been doing these days. Many people walk around like they don't care about the person sleeping on the street next to them. Many people walk around and they don't care about the person next to them struggling with mental illness. Many people walk around and they're watching their neighbors get cut off from Medicaid and different health care, and they can't afford their bill for surgery to save their life. We are showing up because we care. Y'all walked a mile for your rights, and we need to continue walking miles for our rights. We cannot let this happen. We cannot let this happen, and that's not what we're doing. And that is not what we're doing, y'all. That is not what the fuck we're doing. For one of us, there's 30 of them. For two of us, there's 60. But the two of us that are showing up, it matters. We're doing something. And those numbers multiply. And then you know what happens? The tables turn. For one of them, there's 30 of us. For two of them, there's 60 of us. For three of them, there's 90 of us. I said that before and I'll keep saying it again, y'all. We outnumber them by far. We outnumber them by far. Like this man. Say hey, 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 whoa, hey. We need energy. I need all of you to realize that you're all standing next to your neighbors. You're standing next to your friends. You're standing next to your teachers. You're standing next to your babysitters. You're standing next to the person that the cashier at Whole Foods. We all need to stay together. We outnumber them by far together. And that is the only way we are going to stop this. Don't ever stop caring about people. Don't ever stop looking at people like they're your friend, because all of us are friends. This is our community. All y'all look next to each other. Look next to each other. I can see y'all. Y'all not looking. Fucking look, bro. Look, give a wave, give something. Give something. We are all here. We are all here. This is us. This is us, y'all. This is us, and this will continue to be us. That march might have ended, but the fight has just started. This is where we go, and this is where we will continue to go. Let's get some democracy. Let me hear it.
We march today, we march tomorrow, and we keep marching until we win!
Hello everybody! How are we all doing tonight? Well, this evening. My name is Ben. I am not a public speaker, I am not a politician, I am a filmmaker, your friendly neighborhood filmmaker. Spider-Man is my favorite hero because he is a man of the people. Now, forgive me, I wrote all my thoughts here. I'm having a little bit of anxiety, but I have something to say. New York, it has been a privilege to grow up in this city. This city is made of dreamers, and because of that, it has made me a dreamer. Fighters and believers and people who refuse to kneel down to kings or to crowns. I believe and I know that our founding fathers built this country based on the idea that the power belongs to the people. But somewhere along the way, that message has been lost in translation. Once upon a time, we were divided by black and white. Today, we are divided by red and blue. And it is wrong. They are both wrong because we are one people, one nation, and one humanity. They want us distracted. They want us arguing. They want us consuming, forgetting that unity is our greatest weapon. It's okay. But New York, do not forget, we stand for truth. We stand for justice. We stand for every innocent life here, caught up in the crossfire of greed and power. From the streets of Harlem all the way to Gaza, we stand with the people. This is not about left or right. Do not mistake me. This is not about left or right. It's about right and wrong. It's about waking up and saying no more lies, no more silence, and no more kings. Let the king go down. This man right here, this man is no leader. This man is no leader to this country. I will say that firsthand. He is an embarrassment to our democracy. So let the world hear us today. From Wall Street all the way to Washington, the people are rising again. And the heartbeat of this city is us. We are the power that they try to bury every single day. And no matter how loud they get, we will always be louder. Always. Thank you, guys. Woo!
I would like to say, down with Trump, down with the Democrats as well, because it's the Democrats thinking that doing the bare minimum will keep the orange man away, and obviously didn't work. So, I just want to say, guys, we live in the 21st century right now. We have incredible technology and scientific capability, which is actually making our economy more efficient, but more efficient for the 1%, obviously. So, what they're doing is they're doing this blame game, blame the issue on trans people, on immigrants, on this and this and that, when in reality, it's the very system that creates billionaires that is the actual problem. And unfortunately, we are all unwilling participants in this economy that's actually creating the problems that we see around us. Now, these issues have been going on for decades, but they're not being addressed because the main problem, in my view, as I see it, is capitalism. Donald Trump is the ultimate capitalist, so it only makes sense in a country that's founded on genocide
and ethnic cleansing, that this country would elect a leader who is a businessman, because this country is not a fucking country, it's a corporation. 100%. Okay? And but we have to ask the question. The very dehumanizing language of how much value you have as a human being when it comes to your efforts to grow the fucking infinite growth economy, that is not the basis upon which to how to value human life, okay? And this very mantra of business and profiting off the exploitation of other people, that is what led to Trump. And that's been going on for hundreds of years. So until we're willing to actually question the very socioeconomic foundation of what it means to have a society, we cannot blame Trump. Trump is a symptom of the disorder. Yeah, of course. I fucking hate Trump, but I know he's a symptom. He's a symptom of a larger sickness. We have to address the sickness. That is capitalism itself. The very foundation. The very fucking foundation. And by the way, the Democrats are capitalists. The Republicans are capitalists. This whole entire planet is capitalist, okay? But what is the solution? What is the alternative? That's what we have to start discussing as people. The alternative to capitalism, which is really, we can definitely come up with a better system in the 21st century when we have fucking nanotechnology, we have automation. We can definitely build a better society and a better economy, okay? Capitalism is fucking 12,000 years old, guys, okay? We can do better than that. We can do better. Yeah. That's my message to all of you, okay? We're all beyond capitalism, right? Peace.
Ready for this one? Downtown with capitalism! Downtown with capitalism! Downtown with capitalism! Up with liberation! Woo!
My name is Jason. I'm a member of the Cuba C Coalition, New York, New Jersey. Yes, let no one tell you any lies about that guy on that flag, Che Guevara. He's not just a person of the past, he's of today. Before I go into this upcoming rally, let me just say, forget the motorcycle diary. Read the Bolivian diary. Read episodes of the Cuban Revolutionary War. Read Che Guevara Talks to Young People. All three of these books are by Pathfinder Press. Read a fourth book by Che Guevara. It's called To Speak the Truth. These books feature Che in his own words and those of the Cuban people. Through that, you will find out why Washington hates Cuba so much, why the U.S. embargo continues to this day. In light of what the previous guy was just saying, there's a reason why Washington hates Cuba so much. In spite of any imperfections, problems, challenges that exist in Cuba, and Cuba's not paradise, but it is not the hell presented of it. They show that the multinational corporations don't have to dictate your country. And Cuba continues to maintain its revolutionary socialist process in spite of mistakes, problems, errors, and in spite of the 65-year-old U.S. embargo. Come to Harlem next Sunday, October 26th at 1 o'clock to stand with the world to condemn the U.S. embargo, to condemn Trump putting Cuba back on the state sponsors of terrorism list when State Department officials have acknowledged there is no plausible reason whatsoever to have Cuba on this furious list. Cuba's been a victim of terrorism, sponsored by the CIA and other ultra-right-wing groups. Not a sponsor of terrorism, a victim of terrorism. Many Cuban Americans, including many who are opponents of socialism, now defend ending the U.S. embargo. In fact, many average everyday Cuban Americans who want the embargo to end are in a slight majority. They would have us think that Marco Rubio's opinion is a representative of all Cuban Americans. No. I'll end with this. Many black people in particular defend Cuba's process, or at least Cuba's sovereignty, because many blacks know that when Africa called, Cuba answered. Cuba took the lead in putting the death knell to apartheid
back in from the late 70s to the early 90s, where 400,000 Cubans went to South Africa and militarily kicked their butts, the South African apartheid army. This is a fact. Look for the book, Cuba in Africa, Fighting for Africa's Liberation and Our Own, by Harry Villegas. Look for the movie, Cuba in Africa, a documentary about this. All of these things are connected. It's not enough just to show up one day and just protest against Republican Trump. This is a bipartisan situation, rich versus poor. I'll end with just this reminder. Come to Harlem next Sunday, October 26th. End the U.S. embargo against Cuba. Take Cuba off the state sponsor of terrorism list. When Africa called, Cuba answered, and together we'll win. Peace, unity.
Woo! Down with imperialism! We've got a few more people who want to speak, so thank you for staying with us, everybody. Spider-Man! Let's give it up for Spider-Man!
Thank you. Come through if you can. Thank you. Come through if you can. Thank you. Thank you. Everything upside down. Thank you. Sure indeed.
America, let's make some noise. Let's stand up to the oppression. As we all know, with great power comes great responsibility. But unfortunately, the fat orange in the White House does not understand that. Right now, America is at a turning point. Either it collapses or we unite and defend our country. We should stand in unity, regardless of our religion, our sex, our gender, our skin color. We should all come together and stand up against this oppression. This is a man who is in bed with some dirty secrets. Epstein files, where are they? Epstein's files, once again, where are they? Cash Patel and Pam Bondi would rather cut their throats out, their tongues out, before they release those files. Protect the children, protect the children. Leave the little ones alone.
That's right.
They should release.
Once
Once again, release the Epstein files. Never forget the Epstein files. This is only the beginning. If we do not stand in unity and fight together, this man, this megalomaniac, will destroy this country. He says there's an enemy from within. He is just outing himself. They fear civil war, but I'm sad to tell you that it's already here, and they started it on January 6, 2021. In front of all of us, in front of the entire world to watch, the United States government was taken under siege. And what happened? They were all pardoned. And then what? They got jobs in ICE. If that isn't messed up, I don't know what is. November 5th, we're heading to DC. Come ready, come prepared, be strong. As JFK once said, pray for stronger men, not stronger, I forgot, but you get the point. Pray not for easier lives, pray to be stronger people. You know what this one is? Lock Trump up! 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 Alright, I'm gonna have to keep this short because I don't know how long my voice will hold up. As many of you probably have, I've lost mine from screaming and from the cathartic act of being here and sharing my opinions and my frustrations, as all of you have, and as... But the reason why I just want to come up here is I'm going to offer just a little bit of a different perspective and just say how lucky, I would implore you to consider how lucky we all are to be here. Right here, you look at the trees, you look at the animals, you look at the clean water, well maybe not here, but just think of it, these mountains, these environments that we all depend on, and they depend on us. We are throwing it away, and we are past so many miles
stopping. As the climate increases, less carbon can be held by the plants, and our climate will continue to increase. It will get worse and worse. We have no option. We are not built to adapt to this. We have adapted to what we are here with now. If it goes any further, or maybe not any further, but if it continues to go, it will become unsustainable, and you can say goodbye to all of it. Every single thing that you know, it can all be gone. You can die. We can all die, as well as our loved ones. All the things we care about gone if we do not stand up and continue to stand up. It is very easy to be in this, where we are right now, and to be emotional, but we have to be logical too. We have to take this fight home. We have to continue to get together, to share our opinions, to take this fight to them. We have no time. There will be nothing left. I'm just trying to think. I didn't think of anything before this. This is kind of stream of consciousness. Let's see. Yeah. Fuck Trump! No! Thank you, everyone. I love you all. Hell yeah!
We got some more speakers. Thank you.
I just want to mention to everybody here, everybody listen, this is very important. So, raise your hand if any of you heard that story of Trump getting shot in the ear. I just want all of you to fucking know, that was just a whole performance and a fucking act. That was all an act. Because if you look at pictures of him now, you'll see that there is no scar on his damn fucking ear. And what I'm trying to say by this is that he's a fucking liar. He's a liar. And like, I'm just tired of it. I also wanted to mention too, that a lot of places, like stores, are basically becoming more and more against trans people. Because not too long ago, I came to this Union Square part, that's Sephora right there, a worker kicked me and my friend out, saying that man is not allowed in women's makeup shops. And I tried to call up this company, and they told me that, well, it's because that you probably make people feel uncomfortable. They're just defending them because they don't like trans rights, and they feel that because Trump is in office, they feel they can do whatever the fuck they want. And that's not going to slide by me. I don't think that's going to slide by anyone. I hope all of you should actually agree with that. Yeah. Okay? Everybody has a fucking right to go in a store. Like, even example, like the bathrooms. I'm a woman. If I want to go in a woman's bathroom, I am allowed to do that. And nobody is gonna fucking arrest me for that. Okay? And I just want everybody to know, every fucking day, people are starting to realize how much of a fucking retard Trump is. Okay, so more and more people are coming together, and they're starting to realize that this is not the president they want of this country. Thank you, everybody.
Alright, can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay, I'm an old man. I never marched before in my life. Never. This is the first time ever I marched. So, thank you. As I was marching, I was saying one thing. Down with Donald Trump. I was saying, Donald Trump, step down. And all the rest of the crowd behind me was repeating the same thing. Donald Trump, step down. 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 In the U.S. Constitution, it says, government is ruled by the people and for the people. If the government must work for you, you have the rights and power to tell Donald Trump, step down. You voted him in, you can vote him out. This time you don't want to vote him out. You tell him to step down. Donald Trump, 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 step down. This is the voice of the people. The same people that put you there is the same people people that want you down. So now, I'm going to tell you one thing. They know that we are stupid. The rich, the wealthy knows we're dumb because we're not organized. Look what happened to us now. Look around. After we're done out of here, we will never see your face or my face anymore because we're not organized. What I suggest for you to do is to come with a rooster sheet where we put our email address down. We can organize ourselves. We send email to each other. We maintain contact with each other. We maintain relationship with each other. It's not just the words only. Oh, okay, let's get together. Okay, we need to do something. Look around. If all of us, let's say like 2,000 of us, put like $2 somewhere together. $2 every week together. 2,000 people, 20,000 people. Put $2 together, somewhere together. We eventually can get what they got. Those buildings can become ours too. Those buildings we can purchase too. Those buildings we can have them too. The reason we can have it because we're not organized. All we doing right now, we just stand out here and then later on we leave, we go home. We don't do nothing about it. So I just want to let you know, as the people, we have the power to tell Donald Trump, Donald Trump, stand down. Donald Trump, stand down.
Just to quickly expand on what that gentleman was saying, organization is important. So we are trying to keep each other organized. We have a sign-up list right here. We've got that email thing going on. If you want to get involved, please come sign up with any one of us right now. We are looking for people like you. All right, we've got a couple more speakers.
Just a sec, y'all can hear me? Okay.
We still alive out there?
That's what I like to hear. It took me a minute to have the confidence to come up here, so I'd like to thank everyone who was had already come up and spoken, just because I know how scary it is to talk in front of people. I am currently feeling that fear. I have been seeing protests like this my entire life. I mean, how could I not? I was born during the Bush administration. I've been hearing Trump's bullshit since I was 13. I saw the Parkland shooting. I was at March for Our Lives. I saw the video of George Floyd's murder. I have seen constant videos of people being murdered in Palestine. It is hard to feel like you can do anything when there are so many things going wrong all at once. But then I realized recently, I've seen these protests going on my entire life. People do not take these things sitting down, and for once, I have hope. Not because I think that stuff like this immediately makes things better. I know the irony of some white lady saying, "Oh, let's be hopeful, guys," is kind of funny. But because I see in this crowd people who are not going to stop just after this. People who are going to fight tooth and nail to make sure that we don't have to be here, that we don't have to fight for basic human decency, that we can actually not be constantly backtracking hate, but actually make progress. And I see that in these people. I see it in myself, because Lord knows I have a lot to fucking fight for. I am currently fighting tooth and nail to get United Healthcare to stop dragging their ass on changing my name. So yeah, United Healthcare is as bad as you think it is. So for anyone else feeling like that, if there's someone recording this and is going to show it to someone at home who was scared or demotivated or just didn't have the confidence to come up here, have hope and hold on to that hope and let that hope translate into action, because this is not the end. This is the part of a greater story. You all are part of something far bigger than yourself, and take pride in that. Thank you so much.
Woo! Thank you so much. We got 2 more speakers, everybody.
Okay, bear with me because I've never fucking used a megaphone, whatever the hell this is before. But my name's Haley. I think I would say I'm every one of our enemy's worst nightmare. I'm a communications major that goes both ways. Is anybody else a communications major? Anyone bisexual? Okay. I love you guys. I don't know fucking any of you, but I love you. I'm proud of you.
And this just proves that we crave the fucking town square, guys. We crave it. We crave community. And I'm so proud of you. I really, really am. Keep in mind, it doesn't say no Trump Day, it says no King's Day. He is lower than the earth, but anybody else can also be lower than the earth. Do you want J.D. Vance to be your leader?
Fuck no.
Do you want J.D. Vance to be your leader?
Fuck no.
No.
Yeah.
So don't just sit down when he dies, inevitably. Don't sit down. I love you guys. I'm proud of you. Free Palestine, trans women, trans men. I fucking love you. I love you so much. I love you, Palestine. I love every person that does not have a fucking voice. Thank you.
Hello. Hello, my name is Ziggy and I'm 17 years old and I am a proud descendant of immigrants living in the United States currently. Being American, you are taught every day that you have the rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But do you really have these rights if people are afraid to leave their homes every day knowing that they might not see their parents or their loved ones ever again? We're living in a current administration that has nothing but authoritarian rule over our country. And the people are tired. The people are sick and tired of being hit with non-stop corruption on a daily basis. Not alone just in our country, but in countries such as Palestine, Sudan, and the Congo. The people are tired and the people are sick. The people are going to stand up regardless of what happens. The people are not going to stop at anything to continue sitting here and fighting for our rights and for the rights of our neighbors. And before I go, in the words of Ernesto himself, if you tremble with indignation at every injustice, then you are a comrade of mine. Thank you.
All right, we got two more. We got two more people.
Do you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. I wrote some stuff down, but what I want to say is that I think we have a problem with people using their voice. People aren't comfortable using their voices. I came here today with only one friend. I asked all of my friends. People are scared and afraid to come out to things like this. I'm 23. I think my generation definitely, we are scared, afraid, and uncomfortable. And sometimes it's just embarrassing, but I feel like you shouldn't.
Speaking, damn it. I'm not. Shut up. Thank you. No, I'm staying here. Please don't move. No, don't
use your voice. That's all I'm saying. For anything. And convince your friends and other people too. There's a problem, and you shouldn't be afraid. That's all I have to say. Thank you for coming out today. Bye, guys.
There's no more speaker. He won't let me have the microphone because I would like to say something important. He's a saboteur. I'm telling people about an activist.
I just want to thank everybody for being here. I just want to thank you for everybody for being here. I hope to see everybody at All Kings March. No Kings March. Thank you everybody for being here. The more we fight, the more everybody's going to know that Trump is not for this fucking country. Thank you. We're all going to do one last chant. One last chant, and that's it. 3, 2, 1. Fuck Donald Trump. 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 Thank you, everybody.
Speaking to here. Hi. My name is Matt. I'm trying to get people to be aware of this activism info action flyer. At the very bottom, it has a URL, https://helpactivists.nyc/flyer. It can be spelled either way, flyer. QR code, feel free to scan it if you wish. It's a serious message. What the flyer consists of, I ran out because I gave them all out, but it's blogs, Instagram accounts, activism ideas, initiatives that one can take living in New York City, as far as positive action towards, so less people are in distress and we're more informed about our decision making and our voting and the voting options even, inside and outside the government, because we can even vote outside the government via platforms like it's called Decidim. Decidim is one type of open source software which allows mass decision making, quick voting, like quick, like do we want to leave this fucking office or should we get him out? And we all vote on it and we have proof. To me, it's not rocket science. We should be voting for the best ideas rather than for the least worst puppet, you know, every year. So, yeah, best ideas instead of least worst puppet, or at least, you know, the best most candidate, you know? Let's bring them forward, or at least if whoever gets in office, like, we be the wind in their sails. But this is the way to do it, through this type of software and possibly a gazillion other ideas, which I'm trying to share here. So my name is Matt. I'm glad I didn't get censored, because he said that's the last speaker. So I don't like that. I feel like we could stay here as long as we want. It just so happens he has the megaphone, and he's on the clock. So, but ideally, if we had way more of these, maybe positive things can happen using humor, even sarcasm. You know, if people, the dumb public that don't realize that we're actually, like, with our tax money, snipering kids and burning them alive in tents in other countries. That's basically a Holocaust, which is a stain on all of us. Really, if we continue to pay taxes and not at least look at what the Tax Refuser Network is, that's a real group, is actually organizing, as well as other groups. It's called the Tax Refusers Network. Please look that up. It came from a man from California, as well as other groups like what I'm doing, Help Activists, which I hope to get off the ground very, very quickly. So, thanks.
Alrighty, folks. Just want to say thank you to everyone that got a chance to speak. You know, I know it's kind of crazy doing these things. Everybody's all fired up. We've all got our own emotions and feelings. You know, everybody's all riled up. But the point is that this is democracy in action. This is what democracy looks like. We are all speaking. We are all voicing our opinions. But let us keep the one thing in mind. The organization is absolutely key. What I was saying at the beginning, this is not a one-off. This must be perpetual. So if you're a student, please talk to your fellow students, organize walkouts. If you are a worker, talk to your fellow workers, talk about general strikes. I mean, we are one of the largest cities in the entire world. We can lead the world. Right now, I'm not sure if you're aware of things that are happening in Europe or in Nepal. Nepal literally overthrew their entire government. Right now in Italy, they completely shut down the docks that were sending out weapons of mass destruction to Israel. And that is part of our contingent. We are fighting. So when we say we're fighting, this isn't just lip service. We are actually participating in the ongoing effort to thoroughly dismantle capitalism and fascism. That is the point, that is the intent. Whatever the gentleman was saying about capitalism being both sides of one wing or one body, that is true. Unfortunately, the obvious thing is the Republican Party right now. It's not even worth having a discussion. I think if we're discussing it, you're pretty fucking crazy at this point. Because that party offers nothing other than lip service and absolute death for a nation that should be a leader in the world as what it means to be free people. So that is why we are here. That is why we are continuing to speak. Talk to your friends about organizing locally. This is not just about feelings and lip service. You need to actively organize. Go to your jobs on Monday. Talk to your fellow employees. Figure out a day. I challenge you to go out on Monday. Walk in and walk right the fuck out. I'm probably going to do that. But the point is that unless consistent action is taken, like the gentleman said before, it is just us talking. And I am not interested in talking anymore. I am exhausted, dude. I am fucking tired of hearing about this great thing that's supposed to be coming and seeing everything falling apart. So, we must stay vigilant, keep on getting out there. If you are alone in this, go out on a corner and hold up a sign for yourself. But the truth is, Talk to the people that you know care about these things and stay organized. Talk to us. We have flyers, we have information. We are trying to put together a list so we can form a coalition. ICE is still a very fucking big problem, and we need people to call those assholes out. If the cops aren't going to do their jobs and protect us, then we have to protect ourselves. So that's why we have to stay not only in touch with each other, follow the flow of power that we are trying to consolidate away from the fascists. Stay in touch with our contingent. Please sign up with their emails and then stay vocal. If you see ICE, film that shit. If you're a student, walk out of the school. If you're a walker, if you're a worker, form a strike and walk out and do not go back. These are the very basic things that we can do to fight fascism. The fight is so much further, but we got to start here. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Perhaps a few more words from this young activist before we end.
Last but not least.
Last but not least.
Hey guys. Hey, I'm Liz.
And I'm Alana.
And we came out here to just like voice our frustration and...
You need to hold it close to your mouth.
Okay, sorry.
There you go.
We came up here to voice our frustration, not with just the government, but with everyone. Because yes, we're like here right now, but what are you gonna do in an hour? I feel like sometimes you come here with silly signs and you're just performative. Like all you want to do is just perform and just feel like, oh, I took this picture and I was there for an hour, so like I'm fine. And you can just say you did something when you think this is gonna be over. But like it's affecting real people. Like it's crazy. I live in Harlem and I saw a black man, get approached by a white man. And this white man was very aggressive, and the black man ran away and he was like, I have my papers. Like what the hell? Like you have to start carrying your papers with you? Like what, hello, what does that sound like?
South Africa.
Yeah. Like this is crazy and we're just letting it happen. Like we're literally letting it happen and people are dying. Like families are being ripped apart. Like we're literally letting it happen.
You're letting you the truth. You don't rip it apart the family. You have to fight back.
Like, and it's just really sad because like I don't want to live through war. I like going on TikTok. Like I like eating chips in my bed. I can't go to war. Like I can't. Like oh my God, it's stressing me out just thinking about it. Please. Like, we all want to be comfortable. Don't, like, we actually have to do something. Like, talk to people. Like, please talk to each other. This is why everyone's lonely and disconnected. Like, protect each other. Like, we are, like, a species. Like, we're, like, a group of community. You should know your neighbor. Because, like, it's sad. Like, it's really sad.
Also, the disconnection from each other and as humans, it kind of lets this play out in front of us. We don't recognize that every person around us has a life, and people are actually getting affected by this, and this isn't something that you see on the news and then you go on about your day. These are like, this is going to affect everyone, not just people on the internet that you see.
And we just become so desensitized to it. We shouldn't be so desensitized to watching people get stripped away from their families. Like that's messed up. And it's sad. We should, like, we see one video, we should be in the streets. We should be calling our representatives. Call your local representatives. Talk to them. Get to know your local government. Please. That's the only way you can get things done.
General strike.
That's right. The one thing I really agree is that this is not just performative and just card in, card out and post something. This is a class struggle and we intend to win. Within this movement, there is a right wing, there's a left wing, and all the people here stay until this moment because you are the most left-wing. You are the most advanced vanguard of this movement, fighting for the most advanced position. Some of these people, they say that it's not that they're not against genocide, but they don't want us to be talking about genocide and instead supporting Democrats. No, they cannot be holding that losing strategy. We gotta be fighting for our winning strategy, and that's what our organization, by any means necessary, is championing for. So thank you all for being here, and we say fascism, hell no!
Donald Trump has got to go!
Fascism, hell no!
Donald Trump has got to go!
Woo!
Yeah! Yeah! Fuck yeah! Thank you, everybody!
Thank you!
I know it's kind of weird to be like, what do we do now type shit. So if you want to come hang out and talk to us, please. We're open to have so many kinds of conversations. I'm kidding. Well, pause. But you know, if you want to like talk to us about the things that we're trying to do in terms of our organization, please come up and talk to us. Like I said, email list, we got that. We are trying to keep in touch. We are trying to keep this real. This is real. Make it that way.
With this signed up, we possibly have a national Zoom tribunal, so I'll send you information, but that is weekly, and that is going to put forward the national agenda, so we can get to that. Thank you.
Yes, they definitely, well, especially when we all do that.
Like with the march, they pushed me towards